Today, I'm going to be talking about the principle of gender. Gender is derived from a Latin word beget, which means creation, regeneration, or production, or whatever word that goes along with those words that I've just said. The principle of gender states that everything has a masculine and the feminine side of it. Everything, a man and a woman, both have a feminine and a masculine side to them. But today I'm going to be talking about the feminine side, especially the feminine side. Because today the society have misdefined the word feminine. Mostly think that somebody who is feminine is somebody who doesn't need a man, somebody who is independent, a lady who is a go-getter, who got her own. But as you listen to this audio, you will see that most of them are wrong. The word feminine simply means something that is nurturing. When I'm going to be putting it in the physical way, not the spiritual, because gender manifests in both the spiritual and the physical world. But I'm going to be talking mostly about the physical world. Feminine simply means something that is nurturing, something that is grooming, something that can upbring something from nothing, if I can put it in that way, provided by the masculine side, of course. If I may give you an example, the soil is feminine, if I can say it, because the soil is nurturing. Whatever seed you put in the soil, the seed is gonna grow into a vegetable or a tree or whatsoever that seed is. It's gonna grow up to be that thing. So the soil, if you plant a seed in the soil will do everything in its power to upbring that seed for it to be a tree or a plant. If you plant a seed in the soil will go out of its way to make that seed grow. So that's being feminine, because it's nurturing the seed. But yet again, if you take oil and pour it into the soil, yet again the soil will be mixed with that oil. It will not saturate itself from the oil because the oil is dead. No, it will mix and it will become hard for someone who's trying to saturate that oil from the soil. I think some may not understand this example clearly. Let me put it into the human form. If a female, or let's just say a girl, is in love with a boy, that girl will get drawn into the world of a guy. She will go out of her way to support the guy. She will lose herself, if I may put it. She will lose herself in order to satisfy the needs of a guy in each and every way possible. In each and every way that you may think of, she'll go out of her way to satisfy the guy. Her physical being may be still intact, but the spiritual side, her emotions and everything that goes on inside will be drawn into what the guy is doing, will be drawn into the guy. She will support the guy each and every way that she can. She will go out of her way to make sure that the guy is satisfied. And let's just say things start to get a little bit shaky between them and they break up. Some may think that everything is cool, but each and every female will tell you that they go through different stages in trying to recover themselves from that bad experience or that bad relationship. They try to recover themselves, and some of them recover, and some of them take longer, and some of them don't recover from a bad relationship, cause their feminine side, the nature of their being, is mostly influenced by their feminine side. Their masculine side may be there because we all know females who take care of their families, who are breadwinners in their families, who are both mother and father. It's maybe provided that the dad left or the dad died or whatsoever that happened, they are breadwinners. But at the same time, their feminine side is still more powerful than their masculine side. It's still powerful because she will take longer for her to recover from a bad relationship, and some of them will even cry saying that guys play with girls and stuff and all that sort of stuff, because they do not understand that their nature is masculine. For them to be able to live freely in a relationship, they must understand their side, that they have a feminine side. They must give, but do not give all. Give, but still be yourself, spiritually and emotionally speaking. Give, but still be yourself, because if you give all, once that relationship goes the other side, you'll be left with nothing. You'll have to start afresh to try and build yourself up, and that will take some time because it's emotionally draining. And let me just give an example. If you take a foreign tree or a foreign seed and plant it into the grass or plant it into the soil, that seed will grow. That soil will do everything in its nature and power to make that seed grow. The seed may be suffocating the life around it. You will see that other trees may be dying around it, or the grass may be dying, or the soil itself may be losing its essence of being able to reproduce other resources to sustain those people around, because now they have planted foreign trees, and these foreign trees are taking life out of the soil, out of everything around it. So again, I'm trying to compare the female and the soil, that they are both feminine. They will do everything in their power to support whatever structure comes into their life or whatever structure comes into their environment. In the other side is the seed, and in the other side it's a male boyfriend or a husband or whatsoever. So they must know that their feminine side is at work. They must try to understand, so that if the relationship goes the other way, a person might be able to pick themselves up and still move on, rather than soaking in bed and crying all the time. I think you who is listening now, you understand what the feminine side means. Not that you don't need a man, you don't need what, you don't need this, you don't need that. At the end of the day, we all need each other. A guy needs a girl. A woman needs a man, if I may put it in that way. We all need each other. But we must understand this principle, because we may say that we live in the modern world, but the principle that were working in the past, they are still the principle that are working now, and they are going to be the principle that will still work in the future, regardless of whatever happens. So it's my pleasure to try and explain this principle to you who's listening. Thank you.